Well, a question here this afternoon, who wouldn't want to have the body of an Olympic athlete? Besides the hours of training, diet is a big part of how they perform their very best. Ira Cronin has a look at the diet our Team USA athletes are using.
All right, joined again by Dr. Matt McAlees with the Charlotte Health Center, also a team physician, a performance physician with Team USA, specializing in judo, weightlifting, and wrestling primarily. But you were around an awful lot of athletes as you were out in Colorado Springs, and you're getting ready to head over to London yourself in a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the diet of these Olympic athletes. How disciplined is it?
Yeah, well, you know, on one side, incredibly disciplined. Now, going back a few years before we really brought in Maximized Living, which is the group of doctors that really coordinate everything for the Olympic teams you just listed.
Right.
I mean, I can remember when we first came on board, you know, before someone would go on the mat to wrestle at a world championships, they were Diet Coke and Skittles. No lie.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of our teams were struggling because that aspect was missing. Now it is incredibly disciplined.
That's one principle that a lot of us in life would wish that we could get at that ideal weight or close to it and kind of hang there. What principles from an Olympian's diet can help us regular folks?
Yeah, two things. First off, the average American consumes way too much sugar. And sugar is absolutely toxic to your system in the volume that the average American consumes.
Right.
At the turn of the century, the average American family would consume a 5-pound bag every year.
Wow.
Now, the average American child consumes a 5-pound bag every week.
Whoa.
And that's why half of kids now are supposed to be diabetic by the year 2020. It's just becoming out of control. The second thing is most people aren't eating enough fat, which might surprise a lot of people out there.
Sure.
But fat's the #1 thing you have to have in your diet. You get twice as much energy from fat as you do from a protein or carb. Now the difference is there's good fats and bad fats.
Right.
So you want to eat more good fats, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, the right types of meats. That will go a long way towards changing your diet, and actually good fat helps you burn fat.
All right, and then, you know, do these athletes, as they get ready to go into competition, do they change up their diet at all from all the months of training?
Not at all. They don't change it at all. And I think that's the biggest takeaway for everybody at home. With these Olympic athletes, they do not yo-yo. They are very consistent day in, day out. They've made it a lifestyle. So they've limited the amount of sugar they take in, and they make sure that they're taking in good types of fats. And when they do that, they don't do the yo-yo up and down. They just are consistent. And that's something that everybody at home can do.
Yeah, all right. He's Dr. Matt. Of course, he's behind the scenes with Team USA as a performance physician, but some good tips that we can all use in our regular life. When we catch up with Dr. Matt again, we're going to talk about performance of these Olympic athletes and how it relates to us.